Hello student, I am your Naba ma'am and today we are going to discuss our chapter 7 and the name of the chapter is fractions. So let's start this chapter. What is fractions? Fraction is a part of a whole. It represents one or more equal part of a whole object. Look at this picture. Okay? So here you can say that fractions has two parts and this green line represent the fraction bar. The number which is above this line is known as numerator, like A which is present at the top is known as numerator and B which is present at the bottom of this green line, or you can say the fraction bar, is known as denominator. For better understanding, let's take one example. One pizza. This whole pizza represent the whole number. When you divide this pizza into two equal parts, then each part is known as 1 by 2. It means half of the whole. Okay. So the next topic is types of fractions. In this one, number 1 is like fraction. Fraction with the same denominator are known as or are called like fractions. Like you can see in this example, 2 by 9 and 5 by 9 both have the same denominator, then both the fractions are known as like fractions. So just basic thing you have to know that when you see two or more fractions and if their denominators are same, then you can say that these fractions are like fractions. Okay. Next topic is unlike fraction. It is just opposite to the like fraction. Like in this case, denominators are different. Okay, let's take this example. 5 by 8, 3 by 7 and 2 by 5. In all these three cases, you can see that denominators are different. Okay, so if you see some fractions and their denominators are different, then these type of fractions are called unlike fractions. Okay. Next is unit fraction. If you will see a fraction and if the numerator is 1, then this fraction is known as unit fraction. Let's consider this example. 1 by 9 and 1 by 6. In both the cases, numerator is 1. So you can say that this fraction is unit fraction. I hope it is clear what is like fraction, what is unlike fraction and what is unique fraction. Next, proper and improper fraction. A fraction whose numerator is less than denominator, then this type of fraction is known as proper fraction. Here in this example you can see 2 divided by 8. 2 is a numerator and 8 is a denominator, and 2 is less than 8. So this fraction is known as proper fraction. If numerator is less than denominator, then fraction is known as proper fraction. Clear? Next is improper fraction. Okay. In this case, numerator is greater or equal to the denominator. Then this type of fraction is known as improper fraction. Now let's consider this example. 5 divided by 2. Here in this case, numerator is greater. 5 is numerator which is greater than denominator. Then this fraction is clearly improper fraction. One more case, if numerator and denominator both are same, means 4 is equal to 4, then it is also known as improper fraction. Clear? Next topic is mixed fraction. When an improper fraction is written in the form of, or you can say in the combination of whole number and a proper fraction, then this whole combination is known as mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is written in the form of whole number and a proper fraction. Clear? For better understanding, let's consider this picture. Here, two circles are complete. It represents whole number like 1. One circle represents 1 another suffix is represented by 1. So 1 plus 1. And in the third one, we will take only 1/4 and we'll add plus 1 by 4. So how this mixed fraction look like? 2 1 by 4. Okay. Then the very important thing, how you are going to convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction. It is very simple. Just divide the numerator with denominator. You will get one quotient, one remainder and one divisor. Write in the form of Q, which is whole number, R, which is numerator, and D, which is divisor. So the answer is 2 5 by 9. In the same way, you can take any improper fraction and convert it into mixed fraction. Next topic is equivalent fractions. What are equivalent fractions? Equivalent fractions have the same value, but it may look different. Like you can see in the example, 1 by 2, 2 by 4 and 3 by 6, like and so on, 4 by 8, all have this equal values, but they look different. Okay, they are fractions that name the same amount or part. Clear? So in this case, all the fractions have the same value, but they may look different. Here are some methods to test whether given fractions are equivalent or not. Let's see these two fractions are equivalent or not. Okay, let's check this example. 3 by 7 and 9 by 21. There is a very simple method that is also known as cross multiplication, or here you can see numerator of first is multiplied by denominator of second and denominator of first is multiplied by numerator of second, and if the both values are equal, then it is known as equivalent fraction. Okay, so 3 is multiplied by 21 and 7 is multiplied by 9. Both the product is 63, means the cross products are equal. Then you can say that 3 by 7 and 9 by 21 are equivalent fraction. Clear? Just you have to cross multiply one numerator, another one denominator, then the denominator of the first fraction and the numerator of the second fraction, multiply. If you will get both the product same, then you can say these two fractions are equivalent fraction. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now here are some more methods how you are going to arrange the fractions in ascending or descending order. Rule number 1. For like fractions, fractions can be arranged in ascending or descending order on the basis of numerator, because in the case of like fractions, all the denominators are same. So there is no problem with denominators. There is only issue with the numerators. So how you are going to arrange? For example, if you want to arrange the following fraction in ascending order means from smallest to greatest. Okay, so all the denominators are same, but the issue is with the numerator. So start with the smaller one, that is 1, then 2, then 4, then 5 and finally 7. Then write the complete fraction. Okay, 1 by 9 is lesser than 2 by 9 and 2 by 9 is lesser than 4 by 9. So these are the fractions arranged according to ascending order. I hope it is clear. Next case is comparison of fraction with like numerator and unlike denominator. In this case, if the denominators are different, then first you have to see the numerator. All the numerators are same. Then what you have to do? You have to take one with larger denominator is smaller. Okay, so the larger denominator one is the smallest fraction. So arrange the denominator in which order? In descending order, means from biggest to smallest. Okay, so the fraction which is having the larger denominator is the smaller fraction. Clear? By this way you can arrange the fractions in ascending order. Rule number 3, comparison of fractions with unlike numerator and unlike denominator. In this case, if the numerator and denominator both are different, then it is very simple. First you find the LCM of denominator of the unlike fraction. Like in this example, you have to take the LCM of 6 and 9, and that is 18. Second step, convert the given unlike fraction into equivalent like fraction with the LCM as common denominator. Okay, so 5 by 6, LCM is 18. So convert according to the equivalent fraction. 5 is multiplied by 3 to get 15 and 6 is multiplied by 3 to get 18. In the same way, convert 4 by 9. 4 is multiplied by 2 to get 8 and 9 is multiplied by 2 to get 18. Now 15 by 18 and 8 by 18 both are the equivalent fractions, or you can say it's a like fraction, or you can easily see that both the denominators are same or equal. So the number which is having more numerator is the bigger one, and the number which is having lesser numerator is the smaller one. So 5 by 6 is greater than 4 by 9. It is very simple. Practice this type of question in rough copy. Here are some important points based on fractions. Number 1, if the HCF of its numerator and denominator is 1, lowest term or simplest form. How you are going to understand this thing? If the HCF of the numerator and denominator is 1, then it means the fraction is in the form of simplest form. Next, a proper fraction is always less than 1. Next, denominator of a fraction can never be 0. Here are some home assignments. Solve question bag in your rough copy. Solve some question of exercise 22 in rough copy. All these home assignments you have to do in the rough copy. Practice all the question. Thank you, students.